This is Darina
and Deanna
with Bledsoe Empower. Welcome back to our podcast, Empower El Mundo. We are your former collegiate athletes, now trained mental health counselors.
Yes, on this podcast, you can expect to hear about all things total wellness. That is going to include physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual connections. So make sure to tune in every single week because we'll be here.
And we're on all social media platforms. So make sure you follow us and subscribe to Empower El Mundo. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
Woo.
We're back.
We're back. Hey, y'all. It's so good to be here. Another round.
Season 2, episode 3.
That's right. Número 3. Univision.com. Hey guys, I am Darina.
I'm Deanna.
And we are Bledsoe Empower. We're so excited to be with y'all today. We got a cool topic in the works for you, especially with the holidays being here. It's time to talk about the holiday hoes and the woes.
Holiday.
Whoa.
Holiday.
Oh. And the woes.
Holiday woes.
Oh. And the woes.
Holiday. Holiday. Holiday.
Cut.
Hoes and woes. Hoes and woes. Hoes and woes. Listen, if you haven't yet gone to our YouTube and watched these podcasts, please, we highly encourage it. We want to send you there. Enjoy it in your ears. And also you can enjoy it with your eyes.
Subscribe, share, and follow.
Thank you.
All right. Topic today.
Holiday hoes and holiday woes.
Yo, look, one thing that we know is true is the holidays bring up a lot of mixed emotions for folks. Mixed because there is a sprinkle of excitement, there's a sprinkle of dread, and there's a whole lot of trauma that comes right back up.
And a lot of family.
A lot of family in the good and in the bad. So one thing that Deanna and I have been talking a lot about is just the high number of requests that we're getting for coaching. And it's all surrounding the holidays and how COVID is throwing us all off. I mean, we're thankful that we can be here sharing this message with you guys today because we know a lot of folks are trapped inside. They can't go see their families. Maybe they're stuck in a state for work or for school or for sports or for whatever it is, and they're not capable of leaving. Financially, you might not be working right now, so we don't have the ends to go see our people, right? And medically, physically, maybe we're not doing that well. So we can't invite those into our home for a warm holiday celebration. And that's why we got to talk about the holiday woes. Woes is interpreted in two different ways, right?
I like to think of the woes as a positive thing. Like, you are my woe. Drake also made a famous song. It's not coming to mind right now, but I'm sure if you're listening to this or watching this, you know the exact song I'm talking about.
I was running through the 6 with my woes.
Oh. So that's what we're here to talk about, using your woes when the holiday hoes.
When they come around, because they come and they flocking.
We're going to use hoes as like the bad parts of holidays, okay? Listen, holidays are not enjoyable for everybody. So if you are that person, or maybe you freaking love holidays, which, you know, I do as well, we're going to talk about ways to approach the hard parts of being in a family where there's like conflict and you don't necessarily get excited around the holidays. We're going to talk about that, ways to approach that by using your woes. And you know, some of the really amazing things that no matter what type of family you have, that you can find moments of gratitude so that when you do go into a Thanksgiving dinner, you do go into Christmas, you're going to be winning internally no matter what external conflict is popping off.
Conflict is always going to be there. It's a part of la vida loca, right? Or this crazy life. So we want to empower you to get through it with your woes, right? I got my woe right here.
That's on period.
This guy, gosh. With that part, we got to start. We need to kick this off with identifying the hoe part of the holidays, right?
Listen, you guys, disclaimer, it's gonna be a lot of the word hoe.
Yeah, y'all gonna hear it.
But you gotta hear it and not in a word that's like derogatory,
We're
in
not
that
sitting
way.
here calling anybody that. We're saying this is probably the negative part of the holidays.
Hmm.
And so let's talk about it. Okay.
What? Why would people not enjoy the holidays?
Loss. This is a reminder that people that were with us last year, are no longer with us. And that could be because of the pandemic, can also be because of them actually no longer being here physically. Um, you know, in terms of research, there's a lot of stats that show we lose a lot of people around this time of year. And so to have that reminder, to have that trauma come back up, to have the grief and the bereavement come back up, man, that's some whole shit. But it's something we all go through,
It is.
right?
It is. Loss is really difficult. Grief and loss is really a challenging. They're challenging stages to move through, especially when the loss is unexpected. That's really hard. And then the holidays are like stereotypically, they're made for you to be around your family or be around your loved ones, eating some fire food, laughing. Like that's what the picture frame photo will sell you, or like movies will sell you, is that holidays are filled with people who love each other and they're super happy. And the reality is you can totally love your family and also not rock with them in a deep way, or feel a lot of pain when some of the family members are missing.
Absolutely.
So what do you do if that's you? What do you do if you've lost somebody, especially while being in this pandemic or just as of late, and you have to be around family during the holidays? How do you approach that?
That's always the toughest question to answer. How I spin it is there's two ways. You can go external and surround yourself with people that are going to celebrate you, are going to support you. Sometimes that doesn't look like family or friends. Sometimes it looks like, a support group, right? But try not to go too inward, right? We do want to go external with others, but we do want to go internal as well. And one way we can do that is by journaling, right? Especially if you got the Empowered as Fuck journal, you got that key. Okay. This is a great way to go inward and to use it as a tool to help you build a path of resilience versus using it as a weapon against yourself. So, the ways that you can work through the hoe parts of the holidays is go external, get around people, or do your virtual happy hours, do your virtual dates, right? Do your virtual gatherings if being around people is not an option. And then the second part is going internal. Use those skills like journaling, positive self-talk, right? Pump yourself up, identify your goals. You got to do things independently by going internally. What can you
Facts.
say? Because I know Diana and I are really having a tough time being away from our family in España, right? In Spain. And so usually this is the time of year that her and I like to travel out there to be with our family because um, Christmas is really big in Spain. Thanksgiving, no, that doesn't exist out there. But Christmas and New Year's Eve, big in Spain. And so, how have you been dealing with the distance, not being able to do it? I mean, I can tell you all mine, but I want to hear you.
Um, I I mean, I think that I deal with the distance from our family in Spain in a way that's like, okay, I'm just kind of future planning as to being able to see them next year or within the next, 2 years at max. And then just really spending more time with the loved ones that I really do rock with, and really that are here in Arizona. So my parents and you. as my sister, but I think that there's not always individuals who have access to outside family member or to family members that really fulfill them.
Mhm.
So what I encourage is to really kind of what you said is surround yourself with a system that you love and that loves you. Sometimes it's not your blood family, but it's your chosen family. And I cannot highlight enough how important it is to have a platonic have platonic relationships around you that truly pour into you. So one thing I wanted to tap into as well is that when you're dealing with family conflict, when I work with clients and they are not excited about the holidays, it's because there's a lot of drama within the family. There's like a lot of unsaid or unspoken issues. There's a lot of side eyes, passive aggressive communication. All of that is going on, and it's really challenging to be around that type of energy and like be happy. You know what I mean? Like that energy is real, and if we're not like knee deep in the drama, it's really hard to separate yourself when everybody else is. So what would you say to somebody who does have a family that always has drama or there's a lot of conflict and they still have to show up? What would you say that they can do?
This one's a tough one because you have to make a decision whether you're going to engage in the drama or if you're going to focus on the the celebration, right? And it can be tough to do both, right? To choose one or the other. And so discipline, you being self-disciplined and understanding that, you know what? I know that there's some conflict going on. I'm going to be in that type of environment, but my focus is going to be celebration. My energy is going to be positive, and my outlook and perspective is going to be something that has a forward moving energy to it. With that being said, if you're finding that drama is coming up and it's hard for you to stay focused on the celebration or just being engaged in a positive way, take breaks. Go to the bathroom, go outside, call a friend, right? If nobody's answering, then you need to have your go to ways to kind of disconnect from that intense negativity. And that can be through social media. That can be just distracting yourself for a moment, going on a nature walk, which is really, really big, especially if you're in Arizona. Nature walks out here are nice.
Yeah, I would say that breaks are for sure a lifesaver and boundaries. So, two B's, taking breaks and asserting your boundaries. If you are not choosing to engage, have boundaries around that. There's different types of boundaries that we all have. There's time boundaries, there's physical boundaries, there's emotional boundaries, there's intellectual boundaries. So go into an environment knowing what type of boundaries you're going to set. So once those red flags come up or somebody is violating those boundaries, you know how to effectively build that wall to protect yourself. And one of those boundary uh, ways to assert it is going to be maybe go outside to take a little walk.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, all those other ways that you can really disconnect from those type of dramatical interactions.
Mhm.
Dramatical?
Yeah, you made that up. It's okay.
Sometimes I add letters to words,
You're kind of like freestyling in a way.
but I will say it with conviction. I will sell
That
this
is in the
word to you.
dictionario. I think I made that one up.
It doesn't roll off the tongue as smoothly. When you
Dramatical.
do it. That one just literally rolled right off.
Dramatical.
But nonetheless,
Very in the back
take
of my throat.
breaks and and assert your boundaries.
Yeah. You know what? And if you can get your family to buy in, talk to them before the holiday and let them know, hey, I really want to make sure that this day is focused on togetherness, right? Harmony. It's focused on a celebration. So let's really do that together because that's what I would like. Is that something that we can do? Because when you do get in that environment and something does happen, you can simply remind them of, hey, remember when we talked about this and we said that we were going to focus on celebration? Let's do that. I was really enjoying myself when we were doing that. Can we get back to that? Right? Because people are human. Your family's human. And I saw a great meme that says children don't really understand their parents until they become adults and they see how much trauma their parents or their other family members have carried. And that's pretty significant because when we talk about these types of holidays, a lot of the family conflict oftentimes deals with a lot of family trauma that has been occurring over generations. So if your goal is to stay in a place of positivity, celebration, moving forward, then you need to remind you have to have a common goal with your family and ensure that you're getting there together.
I agree with all of that. I agree with it all. So, should we get into
The woes. Is that what you're thinking?
yes?
Let's get into the woes.
Yeah. So, what would you who okay, this is my question. How can you tell if somebody is a true woe for you to lean on, especially around the holidays?
You know, time really tells who the real woes are. Time really tells who the woes are. And it's not necessarily like the tests that you give them, because you don't want to do that in your relationships. You don't want to test people to prove you right or wrong. What you want to do is you want to give people opportunity, right? And so if you know you're going to be having a tough time with the holidays, let your woes know ahead of time. You know, this is a tough time for me. You might be the type of woe that doesn't celebrate the holidays because it's not within your culture. I say that because I have friends that do not celebrate these types of holidays and they're in environments, they're around people that do. And that is very tough in and of itself, right? And so, you know, being a soundboard for your friend, for your woe, and following through for them, being available the day of the holiday, being available days up to the holiday, man, if you can consistently show that you're there, emotionally available, right? Or if you're not available to talk on the phone, at least send me some memes, text me, right? Check in with me, see how I'm doing on a consistent basis. That's how you really know.
Yeah, I would say one way that I like to at least use my woes, especially around the holidays, is that I have this homegirl who we met in high school. We went to JUCO together, and then we went to two different schools to play basketball and finish out our collegiate careers. But her family is so big with Thanksgiving. Our mom is from Spain, and she's, the main cook in the crib. So, my mom cooks what my dad likes to eat for the holidays, and we've created our own traditions around that. But my homegirl, Tia, she is a beautiful Black woman. Her
She's
family is
solid.
Black, and they cook soul food, and it's always so flavorful. So one way that I use my woe, especially around the holidays, is ever since high school, every Thanksgiving, I'm pulling up to her crib. I'm pulling up there and I'm using the celebration of food to connect to her, with her family, and just have an enjoyable time. So if you're one of those people who, like, your family, they're solid, or you just need to have a time boundary around how much time you spend with them, use your woes and go kick it with them. Go say happy Thanksgiving, get a plate, bring a plate. You know what I mean? Like, use them in a really positive and fulfilling way.
Absolutely. Answer the
Hello.
phone.
Tia.
Hello.
What's going on?
Tia.
Wake up.
Tia, you're on our podcast.
I'm on the podcast.
You're on the
Special
Tia,
guest.
you are the winner.
Surprise.
Oh, goodness.
Welcome to Empower Up Podcast, Tia.
Hello, hello.
You are our first virtual guest.
How exciting is
okay.
that?
I know you had no idea that this was going to happen.
No idea. No idea.
Tia, we've been talking about you
And
on our
we've heard some
podcast.
things. We've heard some things.
What were you talking about?
Tia.
Is that another voice?
Yes, it's our producer, Hassan.
Hey,
Oh,
I'm the
hello.
one that called you and you didn't pick up.
Oh, hey.
Tia, we've been talking about you because we were talking about it. Well, we knocked out a couple of episodes, and you for sure made it to the holiday hoes and woes episode.
Weak.
You made
Tia.
it.
Not hoes and woes.
Holiday hoes and woes.
Holiday
The hoes.
You guys are creative.
and woes. So Tia, you made it to the woes part because we were talking about how sometimes you just need a break from your family and you tap into your homies, and you are one of my just forever friends. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding?
And I-
Definitely.
it's unconditional and it's forever. But I was telling them about how you are just really the first Black family that I was able to eat soul food every year for Thanksgiving.
I'm weak. Yes, it was always, my mom loved cooking. You already know. She loved having everybody over there.
Loved cooking and cooked amazingly.
We were just I was just
Definitely.
sharing a memory of when Deanna brought a plate and I had the cornbread. Yo, it's euphoric even just talking about it.
No,
It's-
for real. And I don't even like cornbread, but on Thanksgiving I have it for sure.
Tia, what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving this year?
We gotta know.
Man, it's a sad story this year. My mom's in St. Louis, so not doing much.
Tia, don't act like you can't cook, okay? What are you talking
I
about?
could. No, it's possible, but that's not gonna happen.
Oh,
Why?
Cheers to that then.
I can't cook a full on dinner. It's just no. I'm not. I gotta prepare like months ahead of time mentally.
Are
for
you
that.
getting ready for your birthday bash?
That's what I'm getting ready for. That's where my focus is at now.
When's your birthday? When should people start sending you gifts?
Oh, you
Shameless
can
plug.
start as of right now since I'm on the podcast. But my birthday is December 20th, so right around Christmas, anyways.
Okay. Tia, where can the people find you on social media?
You can find me at Tia Season. Season is SZN. Yeah, that's my Instagram, and that's where I'll be at.
Okay. Hassan, do you have any questions for Tia? Tia was an All-American.
Tia's at least 7'2".
No,
7
Tia
I'm
feet.
weak.
Tia was a listen, Tia is the type of person
Powerhouse.
I know that we were gonna hang up with you, but I just gotta say this. Tia's the type of person who was always the most athletic and cared the least. But always was
No.
the best and
Cared
just
the least about what?
like she
It
just
just
did it.
came. It
Mhm.
came
It was easy.
effortlessly. Like I didn't even really like basketball, but I turned out to be pretty good at it.
Tia, can
Yeah.
you share a story?
Tia's also
What-
an amazing storyteller. I'm trying to get her up
She
here
is
on the podcast.
she's a great
I'm
storyteller.
weak. I'm weak. I can't think of nothing right now, man. I'm too on the spot. I got to prepare a story
All right,
for the people.
then will you at least promise live on air that you will show up and do a podcast with us?
I can promise that. That's no problem at all.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank
Love
you.
it. Love it.
You probably take my place. I appreciate that.
No, we'll just add.
Mm-mm.
We'll just add to the fun. Tia, I love you and thank you for answering the
love you.
second time. Since
No,
you
for
didn't
sure.
know the
I'm
first
weak.
number, you didn't trust it
Yeah.
at first.
It would have been a hostile answer,
We
so
get
I'm
it.
glad I didn't get the
We
first
get
one.
it. That's that West
I
Side living
appreciate
right
you reaching
there.
out there.
Love you, T.
Bye,
All right, love you
Tia.
guys. Bye. Love you.
Love you. Hey, 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 You
Absolutely. I love that. Shout out to Tia.
Tia, you're literally the best. I just
So-
saw that you shared our post on your Instagram.
Shout out.
So it's just the simple things that really matter.
Those are the real woes.
That's a real woe.
Those are the real woes. Share, share, share. We mean it when we say share. And you know what? Just another thing to add. Create your own tradition.
If you don't have family,
If you don't have family, create your own tradition. Look at this as an opportunity for you to start a new path. And it's yours, right? You don't have to join anyone else's. You don't have to feel forced to do what other people are doing. Create your own tradition and open the doors to allow others to join this tradition with you.
yeah. So let's get to our questions
Yeah.
segment. Okay. So for those of you who are not familiar, we ask questions on our Instagrams to prepare for these podcasts and really answer your questions here. So if you haven't followed our Instagram yet, my Instagram is at Deanna Bledsoe.
I'm at Dorina Bledsoe.
And then our business Instagram is at Empower El Mundo. So if you guys aren't following us yet, please go there. So we asked the question, what are some of your holiday experiences, or what are your expected holiday challenges that you are going to face? So one of them was, for new couples, how do you schedule and plan out seeing both sides of the family so that one side isn't saddened by not pulling up in comparison to the other?
There's a lot of ways of going about this. First, you need to have a discussion well ahead of time before the holidays. So, if this is something that you know on both ends are really important to both of your families, then you want to start strategizing ahead of time. Because the last thing you want to do is talk about it 1 or 2 weeks before the holidays hit. So, talk about it, come to a negotiation or a compromise. Oftentimes, if it's important in both families, we look at maybe we're going to go to one family in the morning, one family in the nighttime, right? Or we're going to go one weekend, we'll go the other weekend. Um, I've worked with clients who that is not an option. That is absolutely not an option. It's absolutely not happening. And the end result is, well, then I'm going to go spend the holidays with my family, and you go spend the holidays with your family. And then we'll have our own celebration when we get back together.
See, what I think about that though is like your partner, especially if you're married, that is your family, you know? So what that makes me think of is like if you are an individual where you are married, and going to each other's family is just, it's not a setup that's working. Create your traditions and feel empowered enough to do that, because sometimes the extended family, it's not going to, being around them during the holidays, it's just not really going to fit in. And that's okay. That doesn't mean you love them less. That doesn't mean that they're less valuable in your life. But it's absolutely okay to start your own traditions.
Absolutely. Love that. So another question that came up was like, I am struggling financially. What do I do? And one thing that I've always encouraged, well, what would you do? If that pocket was tight on money, what would you do?
Listen, you got to get creative. You take $15, $20, and you go to the dollar store and you buy food, because there's food there that is not expired. If money is tight, you can still get creative and have an amazing holiday feast. Okay? Hit the dollar store up and buy what you got to buy. There's also a lot of like food banks that are within the area, within any city. So no matter where you're listening from, go to a food bank.
Use your resources.
Use your resources.
Yeah.
Listen, we're all human and we are not above a lot. Okay?
Honestly.
So do what you got to do to take care of your family and really enjoy your holidays. You don't have to spend a lot of money to feel the holiday cheer. So tap into those. What would
Yeah.
you say?
Well, so what the way that I heard the question was like for gifts, for Christmas gifts, right? I'm financially like struggling right now. COVID has impacted me significantly. I haven't been working. I'm waiting on this round of stimulus checks that people have been talking about, right? And so what I've encouraged is get creative with thoughtful gifts, right?
DIYs will save your life.
They really do. They really do. Chances are you have access to social media or the internet. So look up thoughtful gifts that are inexpensive or affordable, right? Pinterest is a great resource for very creative gifts. It doesn't take much to show somebody that you're thinking about them, that you care, and that they're important to you. So it can be as simple as, buying a frame from the dollar store, getting some glitter glue, getting some crafts, decorating that frame, and, printing out a picture. There you go. Beautiful gift right there. Writing a beautiful card, poetry, right? Getting a little memory book, putting photos in there. There's so many things that you can do to not have to go broke over the holidays. Yeah.
Facts.
Facts.
So, last and final question. What is one amazing gift that you can give somebody that allows them to focus on their self and their mental health?
Trick question. It's empowered as fuck journal.
You guys, if you are not sure what to get your people, get a beautiful woman in your life. We created an amazing gift that will be shipped out December 5th, just in time for Christmas. It really is going to allow the woman in your life to focus on them, be intentional about the vision that they want to create within their life and what they want their life to look like, and then take actionable steps, right? So that is what this guided journal is about. It's empowered as fuck. It's available on our website, www.bledsoeempowered.com. Even within the links in our bios at Deanna Bledsoe and at Darina Bledsoe. So if you're not sure, get them this guided journal. There's even space in the back for free thought. You know what I mean? So you're getting the best of both worlds.
Absolutely.
Some guidance and some space.
Love it. Love it. And especially if you're feeling financially strapped, we have a discount and a sale going on right now. So this would be a good time to get this journal. You're going to get it in advance. It's very thoughtful. It's very unique and very shameless for our female audience to get real.
Yes. Black Friday discount. Black Friday sales. 15% off.
Tap into it. Tap into it. Great last question, Deanna. I like how you did that.
Yeah. Shameless plug.
Look at that.
All right, you guys. Thank you for joining. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you guys want to hear any other topics, post them down here at the bottom. If you are one of our awesome podcast listeners, if you ever want to watch us live, well, really not live, pre-recorded, but go to our YouTube, Empower El Mundo, and you can see us and you can come kick it for a minute.
Pull up.
All right. You guys be empowered.
Live empowered. You gotta be empowered.
Yes.
You gotta be empowered
To live empowered.
You gotta be empowered. You didn't even crip on them, Chach.
On my West Side Phoenix girls.
Gets real over here. West Side Phoenix.
That was good. I like it. I thought y'all were gonna go out to the freestyle.
We were, but you
We can.
I didn't know. I messed it up, man. I can fix it in there.
We can still outro. It's the outro.
Oh, it's still recording.
We out.
And with
We
that, that's what y'all say.
Outro. Oh,
And with that being said,
live empowered.
let's go get a drink.
That's gonna go on the edit.
Okay. Whatever. I'm grown. Okay. I'm freaking 30.
The title of the journal is Empowered as Fuck. I think you can talk about getting a drink.
One of the quotes is, nothing's better than a friend unless it's a friend with wine.
I had wine last time.
You had a little red?
I forget what it was.
I'm a fan of red.
Last time or last night?
Last time you said you didn't want it. Well,
You
big
had
sis-
champagne.
Big sis.
That was
said no.
champagne, no?
No, I didn't turn it
No,
down.
I had some wine,
Oh,
but then we had the extra champagne. So
well, I mean, I support it now.
I want to get a guy
next
on
time
our
you should know, I'll
podcast.
bring it.
We
Next
Where's
wanna-
time?
your boy?
Next time.
I don't know where he's at. I have not seen him or heard from him.
Yeah.
But I saw that he got engaged, so cheers
Oh,
to
he's
that.
busy.
He's busy.
I guess.
Relationships,
Yeah.
situationship,
The ships.
Yeah.
graduationships.
For real, yeah.
I want us to get a guy's voice on here.
What do you want me to say? Like
Like you would be
you
a
guys
part
have
of the
such
podcast.
good like synchronicity.
I know it's getting better for sure. I can feel it.
I don't like you.
If somebody comes in and just
No, we gotta bring people in, and it adds a different perspective.
so
Yeah.
maybe I'll be part of it as just jumping in, or maybe
I think that's a good
I'll have
idea.
like some questions.
Ooh,
That's-
I can ask
yeah.
y'all the questions, but I
Let's
gotta
do
know what
that.
y'all talking about before.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're still recording, by the way.
You guys, we're gonna get our producer Hassan on here. Listen to that voice. It's a smooth jazz voice.
Smooth jazz, sweet culture, 115.
You need to start shamelessly plugging yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good though. Once we get these popping, it'll be a plug in itself.
Yeah, we plug you on Instagram, but it's not on here, which we got to do that.
Yeah.
Which is really gonna be so much easier, especially when you start to intervene,
Mhm.
interject, not intervene.
Wait, y'all. So what you saying is, guys, don't talk.
Listen, that's
Nice
what we
to hear
need.
your voice.
What would have been
But I
at
don't
one of
talk
your?
though.
Yes, you do.
No, for real. Like I'm super quiet.
Guys
So
are
it'd
good
be
listeners.
Yeah, I'm a super listener.
You
So-
could say some.
And we can have some questions ready for you too.
No, I want him to come up with them because it's a
I think
different
he will.
perspective.
Yeah, I'll just be in the back asking questions like,
Okay.
what if people don't have any relatives? How do they handle the holidays?
Mm-hmm.
That's a great question, Hassan.
I'm glad we're
At
glad
Sweet
that you
Culture.
asked.
Where's my camera? I'm jealous. Y'all are killing it though.
How's it looking?
So one thing I wanted to do was like the reason why I kept pointing y'all to this one is like when you guys are on your personal tangents or whatever you're talking about. Tangent is it's not a harsh word.
It's a little offensive.
I'm like, agreed.
Use it
That's
as a
exactly what's
positive.
happening.
So when you guys are like talking like individually,
Yeah.
that's when like I'll want you to talk to that camera. But when you guys are talking to each other,
Need to look at that
yeah,
camera. Okay.
that's the one I want you to do.
I'm just looking at this one because it's in my face.
I know. So is
Perfectly
so is Deanna.
needed.
Are we recording me again?
She's getting you. She's getting you.
Dang, I should sit up straight then.
She's really good at like secretly capturing candid moments.
Yo, this after the podcast, it's actually kind of dope. See,
And the music too.
I come with all the good ideas. I mean, what can I say?
That's why you're the brains. Deanna, get on the mic. Nobody can hear you.
That's why we need you on our podcast about creatives.
Yeah.
What do you want to know? Let's do a practice one.
All right. Okay.
Might as well.
No.
Are you a right brain or left
No,
brain?
I wasn't ready.
We just gotta talk about the benefits of being a creative, how you access your creativity.
I'm over here like, are you an introvert or extrovert?
I'm an introvert.
I know you are.
I'm a super introvert.
Most
I'm
creatives are.
INTP.
So
Ow.
introvert, what's the N? Is it neurotic?
I don't know. I just remember.
INTP.
Or INTJ. It was one of the two. No. I don't want to say anything. No.
I'm like, I'm trying to
The
think.
mic's
of
off.
it. Cut the mics.
I can't hear Deanna. So
Deanna,
just stop.
Let's talk about creatives and let's talk about entrepreneurship and just how do you tap into that? What are you looking at?
I'm looking at my
My
watch.
camera's recorded. Usually they overheat by now, but today I changed the setting and they're
Why
like
don't we-
working like an animal.
Why don't we hit like a 5-minute asking questions to our creative mind so that we're sharing?
We can do it next time. We don't have to do it today.
No, but
Okay,
we
you
just
guys
we
just
got the
have-
energy today. We all like killing it. We all got the blue on. You know what I'm saying? Like
You can't say we all got blue on and then killing it at the same time.
Hey, blood killers.
that's you can't record that. You gonna have people
Nah.
after us. You know it from the west side. Hey, I think we should do that. What else would you like to talk about that's your expertise? You're
No, I
creative.
don't want to talk at all. That's the thing.
What type
Hassan.
of tips can you give people that want to do podcasts?
I'm a beginner. So what would I tell people?
You would t- any
I just gotta
Okay.
get the equipment that I know that I'm learning how to use.
Okay, what would you tell people that need to prepare for a photo shoot?
Now you're talking my language. So first of all,
What are 3 tips?
3 tips. Practice your pose.
we talking from the model perspective or from the photographer?
Well, I'm a
Probably
photographer,
both.
so if somebody comes to me, they're coming to me as a model, right?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
true.
So
So number 1,
practice your pose. The reason being is people get to the photo shoot, they're like, okay, I have one pose and that's it, I'm done.
I'm that
What do I-
person.
What do I do now?
I'm that person.
So
You're talking
so
about me.
practice your pose, practice your face. I don't know, practice your makeup. Those are important, especially for people of color, because they have people doing their makeup. And if you're a person of color, somebody never does makeup on people of color, you'll end up with a whole dual complexion.
I've
Still
seen photos
complexion.
of me where I am 6 shades darker.
Yeah,
I have seen those photos,
So
and they were not taken by Hassan.
and they'll throw
no.
and they'll
we
throw a
were
whole lot
not.
of color on your face.
Yeah,
So-
cake.
Wow.
Tip number 2.
That was 3 tips.
Those were 3 tips.
What was it?
Practice your pose was the first one.
Yes,
What was the second?
your face
Your face.
Oh, okay.
Your makeup.
and then your makeup.
Oh, face and makeup is low-key 1.
Those are, I mean, it's
Practice
like your
your
facial
pose,
poses.
like
so
your
it's like
practice
Your
your-
look.
Okay.
So I was looking on TikTok, and they say, "Here's your model pose." Have you seen TikTok?
Yes.
So they say your model pose, your model face is smile, raise your eyebrows, stop smiling. That's your model face.
That's like the face
I
of
look upset.
Did you see it?
I look upset.
Did you smile?
Yeah.
And then take away your smile.
It's
Okay,
like
that's-
alert and it's intense and it's a little abrasive.
It's a little aggressive
Well, that's
on
what
my
they
end.
say. I don't know if it's true, but
I don't know. It
I
doesn't
saw a
work
couple
for me.
people and it works. So.
I have a follow-up question as a professional photographer. What would you encourage people of color to wear at shoots? Like what kind of colors? This is mostly me asking for feedback.
I like color. So I also like black and white. So like non-color and color works for me.
I like an all black.
It's just whatever works for you, because like everybody has a different style. So I mean, you come with the auntie shoes. That's your style.
I got them on right now.
See,
And I love them.
and they're snakeskin.
They're
And they
very
are
much
snakeskin.
snakeskin. And they really go with almost anything solid because I'll wear a lot of solid on top. What would you say is your favorite part about being behind the camera or behind the mic?
Nobody knows who I am.
Ooh, anonymity. That is nice.
Mystery.
Look on my Instagram.
That is true. I see
On
a
your
lot of
Sweet
lot
Culture
of
hard to-
good.
at Sweet
Yeah.
Culture Instagram.
That's
Lot
my
of good photos.
yeah, because I think I'm just a creator. Like I don't ever want to be in front of the camera as a model. I just like to create and produce results.
Yeah.
Create visions.
Whatever the vision is. Yeah.
Can you tell us one of your favorite shoots you've done?
I've had a couple. So like being in
You
One
should
was-
say mine.
I was okay, can I
10
finish?
years
A
ago.
little biased.
I'm like, you're not saying me.
No, that was a good. I've had multiple. I had a few favorite shoots. Like there's one company that just keeps calling me back, like every single time, every single quarter of the year, for the last 3 years.
Good.
They're always fun. And they're always different people. They're always different, like people that I'm shooting every week. I mean, every time I do it. So it's like it's a dance company. And then one of my other favorite ones was when I went to Miss Universe and I shot the red carpet. That was dope.
Wow.
That's really cool.
What
Yeah,
did
like
you-
all the
That's really
celebrities
cool.
that you get to see. It's
Yeah.
just like, what?
You gotta just like stay calm and just get a good shot.
Yeah, so I don't ever like go crazy in front of a celebrity.
You don't fangirl?
No.
My God.
Which
Okay, maybe I did one time, but I didn't go too crazy. I was just like,
who was it?
Emmitt Smith's wife. Like she was beautiful.
Oh, so you fangirled because she was beautiful, not because of
Yeah.
who she was.
Well, Selma Hayek.
Mm.
Like I knew who she is.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, she's beautiful. So like Steve Harvey.
would love to.
Marjorie.
Yeah, his wife
She's
was beautiful.
beautiful.
Steve Harvey plugged Sweet Culture.
Oh,
Did
that's
he?
awesome.
Yeah, at Miss Universe. So add the
Wow.
one where he messed up.
That's exactly
Right.
where I was
I'm
going
like,
with
that
it.
That's the
was-
one.
Is this the
that wasn't
infamous
too long
one where
ago.
nobody's thinking about who actually won?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's the
he-
infamous one.
That's the
Yeah.
one.
That's
I've
really
had so
dope.
many good shoots though. Like, and like
If
people.
you had to pick one, what was your favorite?
I don't have a favorite.
So why podcasts?
It's just a new lane that like not a lot of people are doing, but it interests me, so I wanted to jump into it.
Yeah.
And I could do it. I think I'm doing pretty good.
You're awesome.
Yeah, Hassan is definitely in the way that this, if anybody's ever going to hear this, but the way that this relationship developed is Hassan was a photographer years ago when I was modeling when I was younger.
No big deal.
No big deal. But years later, he hit me up when we started the podcast and he was like, "Hey, I'm trying to get into this," and got into it. And it's like, it's the best production that we've ever experienced. So like you've been killing shit.
Thank you.
You just have. If you guys haven't seen our Instagrams, you'll see or if you guys have, you've seen his setup, and it's so legit. And we're glad that you're getting on the mic. You got that smooth jazz voice.
I just wanted to try it. I just want to see what it sounds like. I might put it back.
I think you should keep it
Next
this way.
Ah, yes. Please.
Hassan, you're a
Please jump in.
creative.
Yeah.
Don't hold yourself back, okay?
And remember, this is a place where we want engagement, we want feedback, we want a different perspective because we know each other really well. And when people jump in and share their, ask their questions, all that stuff, it helps us expand our way of thinking. So we're helping each other.
True. We got options though.
Hello, somebody.
Like I have a phone button right here, so you guys can call people and chit chat with people.
That's dangerous because she can be on the phone all day long.
No, but no. I would be effective for this. We can
That
call
is true.
I
people.
called my brother yesterday, and I tested it. I was like, "Does anything sound different?"
We should call Tia. We should have
That's
called
what I was
Tia when
thinking.
we were talking about her.
You want to call her?
I'll give you her
See if she
number right now.
answers.
You got to record, or here, I can record it.
No, you want give me her number and I'll call her. Oh, but you know what? The music's gonna stop. That's cool.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's kind of
Oh,
like,
but every-
you remember 92.3?
I'm Bluetooth into my phone.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Wait, are you all right? 1 second. I think you should be able to hear her. I hope I hope she can hear you guys as well.
You want me to call Tia?
What's her number?
I just sent it to you via text. So we're going to call one of my longtime friends, Tia. Oh, we about to go live.
I hope she answers.
She's going to be like, who is this?
Where are you
Who is
calling
this
me?
random number? Is this just calling on the speakerphone?
It's calling on this.
I should have shot her a
So
text.
cool.
Okay, pick this up in advance.
Pick up the
Your
phone,
call has
baby.
been forwarded to an auto.
Let's leave
Let's
her.
leave her. I was
Okay.
gonna say we can leave a message.
I'm going to say, answer that number. What questions should we ask Tia?
Tia, what are you
It's funny,
hoping
the
to
music
get
just
out
started
of?
right back up.
Yeah.
That's good.
What would be a good question that we can ask Tia?
Um,
Is this the right number I gave you?
we were talking about holiday hoes and woes. What does that mean to you?
She was the cook.
Tia can cook so good. Ugh.
Ooh, what is she gonna be making for Thanksgiving?
Call her one more time.
I remember one time Deanna brought a plate home after going to Tia's for Thanksgiving, and the cornbread.
My
Was-
brother and I were both
Answer
talking
that
about.
number.
My brother and I were both talking about cornbread
Yeah,
today.
sweet cornbread.
No, so we were talking about like different types of cornbread, and
Yeah,
he says he makes Jiffy,
yeah.
but I make Marie Callender's.
I don't think I've had Marie Callender's
Yo,
before.
that's the best. But then,
I
but
don't
then we took it to a whole
cook.
nother level because he said making cornbread waffles.
That's
And I was
gotta
like,
hit
yo, that
different.
would hit different. Is she good? Is she ready?
She is ready.
What did she say?
She said, haha, okay. Said Tia, answer the phone.
That was dope.
That was dope.
See, another aspect to podcasting that you guys had no idea.
That's
You
true.
didn't tell us.
That's true.
We can go live too. I told you about that,
You did.
but we got to work on that.
Yes.
I want to make sure that I'm like 100. I mean, which I
That
am.
was so dope.
Yeah.
Can we, would you be able to fit that into,
Where you said Tia?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe like quick call, and then it can be us talking to Tia.
I know, because we or you could just use a transition.
No, I could cut it, then put her in it, and then when you guys, after she's done, it'll go to your next question.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
I cannot wait to put her on the podcast.
Be like, I was tired when you guys called me.
Hassan said, wake up.
Right.
When you,
That's what I do. I knew she was asleep.
no, T was just chilling.
Big
So,
I think this is a wrap.
After the podcast is complete? I like that. After the
I think
podcast.
this is
We
dope.
need to start having like a wine. Like
A
post
wine
podcast
down.
and wine.
Wind down.
A wind down.
A wine down.
I
And
like
then
For
people
our
will just hear the
adults.
clink.
Wind down for the adult conversations.
So that could be the holiday host.
Yeah, but we made that as a universal one. But we could do wind down of just shit that's like just more chill, less
Yeah.
clinical.
For sure. We can take our ties off.
We can
Okay.
It's been a long day.
I'll be ending the podcast now.
We're done. Thank you guys though. All right, let me take a photo.
Oh yeah. Picture.